What's good, everybody? This is your boy DJ Gully Son with DGS Music's Radio. So I'm back with a couple of shorts here. So I'm gonna do an album review. I know I'm kind of late. I'm not actually gonna really do an album review. It's gonna be talk about the state of R&B and why I feel like this Kehlani album and the Mya album are something that needs to be talked about. Now I know everybody's on this Drake stuff, but that's a whole nother whatever. But so yeah, I'm an 85 baby. 90s hip hop and R&B is the golden era for me. When I had initially listened to the Kehlani album, I thought it was about like an 8.5, probably a 9. But man, I think I'm gonna say you can call it a classic album. You can. It's really, I got maybe one skip on there. So if you give it a 9.5, 10 classic, I understand why. But I actually listened to this album when I was at the gym, and like it's just a really good album. It has a really 2000, so like the 2000s R&B is just a product of the 90s R&B, and I'm talking about early 2000. So this album sounds like a early 2000 R&B album, but every genre got something from the past one. So 90s, reason 90s was the peak was because they took the soul from the 70s, 60s, 70s, and some of the 80s. They took that soul and they just morphed it into what you can say is, like I said, the greatest era of hip hop and R&B. But this album, man, is just good. It's just really good. The feels on it. It starts off with Another Lover with Wayne. That's a good song. The No Such Thing with the Clips. It took that. I think that's the one that took like the drums from. No, that's Back and Forth with Missy. It took what did I say? What's that stinking song? Now I can't even think about it. But Maria, doop, boom, doop, 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 doop. Yeah, so that's the drums on that Back and Forth. But I Need You by Brandy. I need you. I mean, Folded was a classic. Yeah, that song fire. Shoulda never. It shoulda never. Even though that song sounds like more like a Usher song than a Kehlani song, but it's on her album. But yeah, and then the Still song. I actually I'm trying to remix that. I want to remix that and make that a 90s classic. But I mean, just the songs on there is good. The one with Leon Thomas, the one with Lights On is kind of got that. I can't think of the drum pattern, but that's from another like sample. So overall, what I'm saying is, the reason, like I said, I'm doing this ghetto review is because people are asking, what does R&B and hip hop need to sound like? And she figured it out. It deserves all the accolades. It's just a really good album. So if you want to call it a classic, I ain't knocking it. I got one skip on there, man. The only skip on there is the Call Me Back with T-Pain. I thought that was it. I thought they could have did a little something different, but yeah, she found little lightning, just a little lightning, put it in a bottle. But the main point of the reason people are complaining is because there's no like feeling, right? You don't feel anything with R&B, or just if you just say in hip hop and R&B now, it just sounds like sounds and people talking over it. But the reason people clamor to the 90s type music is because like the feeling. I heard Teddy Riley on the interview said like the emotion. So that's really why I feel like it captured that. So she found her 2000 R&B lightning. She packaged it, put it up. Album is great. Like I said, I know I'm late to this, but it's something that needs to get talked about. That's what the problem is. There's no feeling, and a lot of it is just like the R&B now is just like, it sounds like a Drake sound with a filter, and they like, and every R&B song got a guitar to it. It's like, all right. Like, I get the chill vibe. A lot of it is cool, but it's like, come on, man. There's no like, it's like no different sounds. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but yeah, that's the Kehlani album. You can call it a classic. You can say, I don't know if a 10 considers a classic, but if you give it a 9.5, but it's just a really good album. I listened to it in the gym and it hit. So that's my take on that. The next review kind of talk about I'm going to get to is the Mya joint. We got to get to that. But it's your boy DGS Musics. I'm your host, DJ Gully's son. I'll see y'all in just a couple secs. All right, let's go. Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm back. It's your boy, DJ Gully's son with DGS Musics Radio. So here's my little, it's not an album review, even though you may consider that, but just my thoughts on the Mya album retrospect. I thought this was a really good album, man. Like, I don't know, this album, she kind of took us through like different and probably this is something she talked about in the interviews, but she kind of took us like through different phases of music. So she had like kind of like that Prince disco feel in the beginning of the album, then kind of like an 80s kind of feel, and then she got into her 90s bag around like track 11, 12, I think 13 too. Yeah, the tracks on that is just, I mean, I don't know who made that Anytime song on there. Oh my gosh, that joint is, straight fire. It's straight fire. I think I was bobbing to it in the car. It just got that feel.
That's RnB right
I'm
there.
about to
That's
show a little
RnB
quick
right
clip here when I edit this, but oh man, Anytime, tough. So the reason I'm doing these like kind of reviews, thoughts on these albums is because I think it's something that needs to get talked about. Now I know everybody has a platform of voice, but everybody keeps wondering why R&B and hip hop is just not the same. Now we're talking about the R&B lane. We'll get to hip hop later, but this album makes you feel something. That's the problem with music. It's just everything sounds similar, and what I'm saying probably a lot of people have said, but artists are not channeling the feeling anymore. They're chasing the feeling. This album has the feelings. It literally takes you back through certain times in like life and history, and so man, I did not expect first listen, I was like, okay, but man, she gets into her bag like probably middle of the album. She start cooking, boy. She start cooking. You start getting that like Mya Best of Me kind of feels on the album, but she gave everybody a little twist. The ASAP me, yeah. Face to face, face to face, yeah, man. The life is what you make it. Fire. I've been playing that song. Heavy rotation. And then Anytime is just the singing on that. Yeah, what happened to the layers? That's what I'm talking about. What happened to the layers on the tracks, man? But like I said, the album has all different kind of sounds, beats. I just think, I don't know, man. Just, and it's nothing against artists who are doing their thing. Now there's a lot on Threads, a lot on Instagram, but everybody's just chasing a similar sound, man. Nobody's, and I know a few people may be like, oh, listen to this person, and this person is different, but it's not enough of it, man. It's just not enough. But it's just good. It's just good to hear, like, sounds you grew up with. You know what I mean? And the parents of, like, let's say, for example, of Gen Z, our music came from, I'm an older millennial, so our music came from that era. But I don't know. I want to challenge, like, newer artists, man. Do your homework, dig into, like, the feels. And the world we live in today, everybody's kind of like, everything's a transaction, and especially when it comes to love. So, but yeah, man, like, there's not, this album definitely has, like, feeling to it. It has emotion. It's dope. So, but yeah, man, this the Mya Retrospect album, really good album. More people should go and check it out, listen to it. I think it's a fire album. I give it, man, I'm gonna give it like a 9-10, man. I don't know if it's a classic. But yeah, it's either a 10 or, like, right below. I'm gonna give it like a 9.5. I'm telling you, the Kehlani and the Mya albums, man, you looking for some R&B, that's where it's at. It's hitting. It's hitting. There's no debating. I know everybody's talking about, like I said, the Drake stuff, but I can't focus on hip hop right now because that's a whole, like I said, a whole nother subject. But this R&B, Kehlani and Mya, it need to be heavy rotation in a lot of people's playlists or whatever. But that's just my thoughts. Something quick I thought I'd hit y'all up with. I'm sorry I've been leaving everybody kind of hanging, but like I said, I'm trying to switch up my platforms, all kind of stuff. So hang with your boy. Once again, it's your boy DJ Gully Sundays, DJX Music's Radio, and I'll see y'all again. All right, later.